hangin'? Welcome back to my channel. For this week's video, I am going to be going through my phone notes and sharing them with you guys. Some of them are embarrassing, some of them are personal, some of them make no sense at all. I was just going through my phone the other day and found a bunch of notes that were making me literally LOL, and so I thought this would be a fun video to make. I feel like this video is a little presumptuous. I feel like for you to be entirely interested in this video, you have to give like at least 1 or 2 shits about me, because I don't know you and I don't give a shit what's on your phone. But you know, I think it might be fun. Not really selling myself. Another disclaimer, I'm an avid list maker, so I've got a lot of lists to sift through. We're gonna be looking for the juice. No, not the juice, the meat of the matter. The goose to the ducks, you know? I'm taking an improv class right now, and it's like, the duck is important, but we're looking for the goose! So we'll be finding some geese, some gooses. Some guy. Yeah, a lot of notes that are just gonna be like laundry, pack, homework, film, hide dead body, grocery shop. I'm just kidding. I don't grocery shop. That was a poorly executed joke. I didn't, whatever. All right, let's start. Let's get this party started. Get this party started on a Saturday night. Yeah. Let's get this party started! Okay, the furthest my notes go back are to 1/16, so January 2 years ago. I wish I had more prepubescent notes, but I don't, so. Let's begin! I have, I guess, some ideas written down within a list of other crap that needs to be done. I had to clean my apartment, work out, shower, and pretty. Whenever I write on a list to get ready, I just write get pretty. So yeah, I do think I'm pretty. No, check class and all that shit for next. A very formal list, clearly. It says, an apologetic kidnapper and a foodie on death row. I guess I was thinking, like, you know how you get your final meal when you're gonna be executed? If you're a foodie, you'd be very particular. I don't know. It's not great ideas. Okay, I wanted to do a video called My Advice for Your So-Called Problems, where I gave you guys advice, but I was a bitch about it and like demeaning, talking down to you, undermining your problems, etc. I thought it was a fun idea. I still think it's a fun idea, but I also feel like it could very easily be perceived poorly on my end, on your end, on my part. English? I don't know. But I didn't do it, and I'm probably not going to. And then there's a bunch of notes. 300, 500. I don't know what that means. I wrote, you ever like the idea of someone more than the person themselves and end up realizing later that you more or less actually really dislike the person? Me too. What? The note is kind of weird in and of itself, but the fact that I was talking to myself and I wrote me too is kind of cringy. And again, like half the rest of this note is just a fucking list of nonsense. I love that one of the things on my list is just facial hair. Basically, take care of it, you know what I mean? If you're going to copy someone, at least try to be original. I clearly was feeling very sassy this day. On April 15th, 2016, I wrote in caps, butter that shits butter. I'm assuming, sounds like that's a good thing if something's butter, you know, maybe it's smooth, but I don't know why I wrote it. What the fuck is this entire, none of my notes are cohesive. This is the whole thing. The first thing is a note to myself. It says, I want to stop hating myself. Don't we all? Talk a bit, I feel like. Your possible realtiest. This has to be my tomorrow. Real me is fake date. Mom conversations. Spelled like butchered the word conversations. Send Sean an email back. I just threw a to-do in there. This is a classic to-do list for me. I have health, which is like personal things. Work out and get ready. Do my nails, go to class. Random, pack, get card. I don't know what that means. And then YouTube, email, socials, finish this week's thumbnail, next week, Bible. I don't know why Bible is on my YouTube list, but it is. Okay, wow, this is dark. I have a note that says, real life is scary. I live in the moment very rarely. Feel guilty when I realize I have life to worry about and hits like a train and all my worries come back and real life is terrifying. My self-doubt tears me apart. Mental fire! Oh my god, I love being a drama queen. I mean, I'm not a drama queen because I'm just talking to myself, right? Like it's like a diary. Let's just pretend that wasn't a note. In that same exact note from April 22nd, it says, fashionable baby. I don't know. This note's from April 29, 2016. It says, ordering meatloaf on the first date. You don't even have to explain anything further. I will say though that I spelled meatloaf wrong. This note right here from May 1st is just Jen and I hanging out and me writing a bunch of nonsense down. Let's see what we've got. Someone getting up in restaurant and being like, hey guys, he said he's never heard of Nirvana to everyone. Two people being like, that's just chemicals? This isn't good for us. Dude, let's be vegan. Yes, dude, let's be vegan moment. I'm sure this stuff would be funny if it made sense and I wrote it down properly and with care. Saying I love you really meaningfully and then going back to cheese balls commercial. Oh, we were at the Cheesecake Factory and we were eating cheese balls and we came up with that commercial idea. Like, it's like a beautiful moment where two people say I love you. You think it's like a K Jewelers commercial, you know, every kiss begins with K, but then you see the meatballs and it zones out and bam, you're at the Cheesecake Factory, motherfucker. Man on a date saying see you soon to date and winking when she goes to the bathroom. Always creepy. People who love the doughy part of blue cheese. Ew. Has anyone ever ordered anything at the cheesecake and been disappointed? Probably not. I guess we were really satisfied with our meal that day. Gasping when they call your table. I do recall we were very excited to eat that day. Has anyone not been full leaving the Cheesecake Factory? Although I wrote Cheese Ale Factory. Beautiful, light, happy people walking into Cheesecake Factory and horrible, miserable people leaving. Miserable people. Because that's how we all feel, you know? You go into the Cheesecake Factory with hopes and dreams and you leave with nothing but oil in your stomach, you know? And it's just, it's day and night, really. Calling lost and found numbers and then being like, psych. That is so mean. I found your dog. Just kidding. You know what I mean? That's awful. This note says, passing out and liking it. I think that was a conversation with Jen also. Okay. This note from May 22nd just says Susan Boyle. Gym, TV, grocery. I wish it said laundry. You know, whatever. Okay, April 3rd, a rug pushing itself up. I don't remember what that even meant. Let's all stop throwing shade and start throwing sunshine. I think I was getting fed up with all the negativity on the internet and I wrote that down. No, sure. One time I ate a ham and cheese sandwich on a bench at the Edinburgh Zoo. The Pemberton pigs were next door watching me chomp and watching me oh, this is a poem. Okay, let me take, I wrote a poem. I don't know why. One time I ate a ham and cheese sandwich on a bench at the Edinburgh Zoo. The Pemberton pigs were next door watching me chomp and watching me chew. They said to themselves, it's fine, there's nothing we can do. She'll go to hell anyways, that curly-haired Jew. I guess I didn't know how to end it. There was no conclusion, I feel like. Why were they so mad about this? Oh, I was eating a ham and cheese and the pigs were mad at me because I was eating their kind. Although, I don't think there are pigs at zoos, so there's a hole in this plot. Anyways, names you can't name a dog. Human. I think it's funny to name a dog a very human name. Like, I don't know. Eddie, Timothy, Jeff. Jeff, that's a good one. Okay, I guess on April 8th, this was an idea to go off of the face full of trend that was going on. Covering my face with something fucked up, like written in paper, my life regrets, my biggest secrets. I guess like writing down my life regrets or biggest secrets and putting it all over my face. Needless to say, I did not do that. Okay, here's like a plethora of notes. Bridget Jones' Diary, Sex and the City. I loved writers explaining their lives. This is me talking to myself, like justifying why I like the idea that I'm about to pitch to myself. Start YouTube video with an idea or a note or excerpt from a journal or notebook. A girl who shares every page of her diary with her audience. Dream sequence into things that happen in her day or in her memory. Every single date is in an episode. Everyone exposes themselves, so I figured I'd go ahead and rock the boat, curl the cue, whack the mole, if you will. This is me talking to myself. I wrote this journal. My mom says it's a good start, but I need to actually now talk to someone, so I'm gonna talk to you guys because You don't tell me what to do or ask me how something makes me feel. Okay, so this is my pitch to myself, is that I create an alter ego who reads her diary to the internet because my mom says I should talk to someone, and you guys aren't a therapist who's gonna push me to like talk about my real feelings. Talk to one person, Mom. I'll do you one better. I'll do you millions better. Or however many people watch this. And if it's my sister, these aren't your earrings or your socks. And if you're Urban Outfitters, panic, look around, take lots of decorations down. Like as if I stole from Urban Outfitters. I don't know. I guess I was trying to like script it suddenly. I was like, yeah, this is good. I'm gonna script it. I did sort of that concept. There's a couple videos that you guys may have seen where you may have just thought that I went crazy temporarily, but I was just acting. It was a joke. I'd get on the camera and start being like, oh my god, this happened today, and it would go into this big ordeal, and it was, yes, it was a joke. But I like this. This is kind of fun. Okay. This note from April 15th, 2017 says, he proposed to me at Coachella. Right, this is, again, like a plethora of notes. The first thing is a note to myself from April 17th that says, work on asking for what I want. Don't feel guilty for being a nuisance. Then this next note says, pooping and sink turns off as you make noise. College. I guess that's just a thought about that happening when you're in college. You know, you share a bathroom and it's like, the sink's on, you're like, get the shit out. And then the sink stops and you're like, it's gross. I'll stop. We'll be together soon. Don't know what that means. Glass Animals. I think that's a band. I wrote that down. Never Enough Sauce. We are the Never Enough Sauces. Watch us perform by the dumpster. We'll be together soon. Oh, this is when me, Jack, Jen, and our friend Dana were coming back from Coachella, and we sat by a dumpster with a fuck ton of food from McDonald's. Obviously, there were lots of sauces involved, and I guess we thought it would be a fun band name. Watch us perform by the dumpster. And I guess that's why I wrote, he proposed to me at Coachella. Asking someone to pick up something you wouldn't ask someone to pick up. The thought of this made me laugh. It's like you would casually, I guess, ask a friend or a family member, oh, hey, could you pick up my medicine? But being like, oh, hey, could you pick up my... Fuck, I don't even know. Maybe that's why the note didn't go anywhere. If you have anything you think is funny, leave it down below. I don't know. Pick up my what? Like pick up a suitcase for me? Or like, hey, could you go pick up an outfit for me? I guess, I don't know. Okay. This note says, find debit card, shower and get ready for meetings. A lot of my to-do lists have find XYZ on it because I'm constantly losing things because I'm so messy. So that's just a normal to-do list. Okay. Well, that's it. I'm sorry, I wish there were more notes. I guess I wiped them when I got a new phone in 2016. I don't know. But thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. A copy and paste of your last phone note. Even though before I said I didn't give a shit, I do give a shit. I give a shit about you. And subscribe. I upload videos every Thursday. Is that it? That's it. Okay, bye guys.